Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Panther Field here in Derby, Kansas for tonight's Jayhawk League game versus the Great Bend Batcats and your Derby Twins. We'll be back with the starting lineup right after the national anthem.
Ladies and gentlemen, please extend a warm friends welcome to Liam Bilodeau. Liam is the son of Carly and Chance Bilodeau, who will be assisting him tonight as he throws.
Tell them you're. Okay, we are back here at Panther Field, the site of tonight's game. A hot day in Derby. It's going to be hotter tomorrow. We'll talk about that here in just a minute. But wind blowing out to left, probably 10, 12 miles an hour, something to that effect. Not a gigantic wind by any means, but it could aid a high fly ball into left field. The Twins are coming off a two-game successful road trip out to Kingman, where we beat the Islanders 7-5 on Friday and scorched them last night 18-2. That happened to be a game that wasn't that bad of a game until late in the later innings. It was probably a 6-8-2 ball game most of the way until we got about to the seventh inning. But one thing the Twins did do, which was good to see, a lot of base hits last night. A lot of base hits. And it was interesting because the wind was blowing straight in from center field at about 25 miles an hour, but it was hot too. So it was a lot of fun, and we'll hope to have a little more fun tonight. The Twins are still vying for a spot in that NBC World Series tournament. We don't have it yet, but we need to keep winning. We can't afford to lose a game or two, but we need to just keep winning. So we do have a sponsor tonight that is Stress Busters Therapeutic Massage. Been serving Derby over 29 years and was the number one massage therapy business in Derby. Stress Busters Therapeutic Massage provides an environment of wellness and therapy that will transform the way you think about relaxation and massage. And also, throwing out the first pitch tonight was Sharon Miklos. She just threw it out, as you saw. She is the owner of our sponsor, Stress Busters Therapeutic Massage. And Sharon had her young boy throw that out, and he did a fine job. And we take the field and ready to go here tonight. We'll set the Twins defensively and go through their lineup here in just a second. But to get things started, we'll go out with the visiting Great Bend Batcats. Leading off for them tonight, playing shortstop, number 12, Jesse Ponce, hitting second. The left fielder, number 20, Garrett Ninnes, batting third. The first baseman, Cooper Smith, batting fourth, number 16. The center fielder, Kyler Horseman, batting fifth. The DH, number 15, Jet Creel, batting sixth. The catcher, number 9, Ian George. Batting seventh, the third baseman, number 2, Kyle Walken. Batting eighth, the second baseman, number 13, Joey Marker. And batting ninth, the right fielder, number 1, Cade Gecky. The starting pitcher tonight for Great Bend is number 23, Carson Newell. And we like to welcome the fans from Great Bend, the players and parents and families and such. Welcome to our broadcast. We'll do the best we can to get you all the information you need. We'll get to the starting lineup for the Twins after we retire the side here in the first inning for Great Bend. We will tell you the battery is Richard Gutierrez behind the plate and Aiden Dugan, right-hander, on the mound. We'll go across the infield and the outfield here in just a second, but stepping in right now is number 12, the shortstop, Jesse Ponce. First pitch on the way. Fouled right straight back, and we're underway. Temperature hovering about 101 to 102 degrees right at the present time. Yet, like I told you, we got that little breeze heading out to left field, and not a cloud in the sky. Hot, very hot day today in Derby, Kansas. Here's the 0-1 pitch high, and it's ball one. It'll be Ponce, Nidness, and Smith. Here's the pitch. Fouled out of play, and it counts 1-2. I'd like to apologize to all who's listening. Last time we were on, last home game, sound went in and out several times. It was caught on my knee as I bumped up against the desk here and was going on and off. We'll try not to have that happen. There's a little pop-up to third base. Caden Richards makes the play, and that's out number 1. That brings up Garrett Nidness, the left fielder, number 20. Right-handed hitter. Steps in. Here's Dugan's first pitch, swing and a miss. Duggan, excuse me. Aiden's done a great job for us so far this summer. In relief role, he's been in a variety of roles. Short relief, long relief, now starting. Here's the pitch. Curveball a little bit outside, and it's ball 1. Here's the pitch. And a delayed called strike 2, and count goes to 1-2. Duggan looks into Gutierrez for a sign. He's got it. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Ground ball shortstop. Kyler Warren up with it. Flips over to first, and that's 2 outs in the top of the first. Score that 6-3. And here's Cooper Smith. I can't read my own writing right now very, very easily. First baseman, wearing number 30, left-hander. Steps in. Here comes Duggan's first pitch. Popped up fly, foul, and this will drift out of play off the left field fence and on into the street. Defense for the Twins. Caden Richards at third base. Kyler Warren at short. At second base is Holden Pantier, and at first, Mitch Birdsall. Ground ball, and that one's heading into right field and sneaks in there for a base hit. Even going out, I say it's stuck in there because actually the second baseman Pantier had to go out and get it. So that's a base hit to right and first hit of the game for Great Bend. And here is Kyler Horseman, right-handed hitter, playing center field tonight. Tall, slender kid, wearing number 16. 2 out, runner on first base. Here's the stretch, and here's the pitch. Fastball up, ball 1. 1-0 pitch. There's a fly ball to center field. Drifting back is the center fielder, Alex Dabrowski, and pulls her in for the third out. So nothing doing for the Great Bend Batcats in the top of the first. They had a hit, no runs, no errors, and 1 man left. So we go to the bottom of the first inning. No score. Twins coming up, and we'll be right back. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think did we face a left-hander up there? I don't remember. Too many baseball games. Okay, we're back here in Derby. Here's your starting lineup for the Twins. Leading off will be left fielder number 2, Tyler Otts. Batting second, the third baseman, number 5, Caden Richards. Hitting third, the designated hitter, number 7, Cade Sheldon. Hitting fourth and catching tonight, number 15, Richard Gutierrez. Batting fifth, the shortstop, number 8, Kyler Warren. Hitting sixth at first base, number 10, Mitchell Birdsall. Batting seventh in right field tonight, number 21, Braden Lukehart. Hitting eighth, the second baseman, number 14, Holden Pantier. And batting ninth, the center fielder, number 39, Alex Dabrowski. And like we told you, Aiden Duggan is the starting pitcher for the Twins. Coming up is Tyler Otts. Tyler has been wearing that leadoff position here for the last few games, doing a pretty good job in there, and he'll step in left-handed batter against left-handed pitcher. I was mentioning to some people in here that we've sure seen a lot of left-handed pitching this year. So, first pitch, strike. Here's the stretch. And here is your 0-1 pitch in the dirt. Ball 1. Umpire tonight is so far he's shown us that he has a delayed strike call. So you don't really know what he's going to call right off the bat. Fouled off, count goes to 1-2. Here's the stretch. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. There's a line drive base hit in the left field for Tyler. Nice piece of hitting for Tyler Otts. Ball was out over the outside half of the plate, and he just went right with it and just jabbed it into left field for a base hit. Here comes Caden Richards. Caden started hitting the ball a little better here just lately. We'll see what he has to show for this. First pitch, ground ball. Off the shortstop's glove and goes into left field. You know, I don't know if that's a hit or an error because that kind of took a hop, didn't it? You think it's an error? Okay. We'll give him an error. Ball kind of took an unexpected hop. He maybe should have caught it too, but he did not. It went off the top of his glove. So first and second, nobody out. And here is Cade Shelton, the designated hitter. There's the stretch from the belt, and the first pitch to Cade is high, ball 1. Shelton wearing a DH role tonight. Here comes the pitch. Fouled straight back. Twins got their first 2 runners on. We'll see if we can move them around here. We need to do that. Here's the stretch and the pitch. Inside, 2-1. Set the defense for you for Great Bend. Third baseman is Walken, shortstop Ponce, second baseman Marker, and the first baseman Smith. There's a pitch. He kind of gets away from the catchers, and both runners are going to get to advance. That'll be a wild pitch as it was in the dirt, and the count goes to 3-1. Base hit looked pretty good right here. Catcher's going out to the pitcher, and evidently there was a little, maybe they weren't on the same page or something. Carson Sow is the pitching for Great Bend tonight. From Northern Oklahoma College in Eden, from Garland, Texas. If we got any listeners from Great Bend tonight, and I garble up their names very bad, everybody can give me a holler here. You can text me on my phone here at 316-992-3623. That's 316-992-3623, and I can guarantee you, if I garble their name, it's not intentional. 3 balls, 1 strike. To Cade Shelton. Here comes the pitch. Fouled right straight back, and the count is now full at 3-2. Need to have contact here. Need to get this run home if we can. That would be ideal. Carson Soul has different ideas. Here's the stretch. 3-2 pitch. Foul tip, and the catcher could not hold it. Had an interesting rule last night happen in the game. We had a foul tip. We were in the field, and we had a third strike foul tip that popped back into the catcher's glove, Birdsall, and he had to balance it about 3 or 4 times, but he did catch it, and they said that's not a catch. There's a fly ball out to right field, going back. It's off the wall. 1 run is in. Here comes the second run. It'll come in. And there's the throw to the plate, and he is safe at home plate. Nice slide by Caden Richards. Now that ball was hit. I didn't think it was hit that far. It was hit high, and the right fielder kept going back, and it hit right at the base of the wall. And that's a 2-run double, so the Twins jump out in front here in the first inning, and here is Richard Gutierrez. Gutierrez, fastball, ball 1. Leading the way is Sheldon at second base. There's a line drive. That one's going to drop in. Here comes around third base. And the throw's going to be cut off at home plate as Cade Sheldon comes across the plate. And it's a run-scoring RBI single for Richard Gutierrez.
Shortstop number 8, Kyler Warren.
Here's Kyler Warren stepping in. Kyler has been the Cal Ripken of this team here. He's been out there all the time. First pitch in there, he takes for call strike 1. Kind of the iron horse so far this summer. Here's the pitch. Fouled back and out of play, and the count goes to 0-2 with Richard Gutierrez on first base. Mitch Birdsall is in the on-deck circle. He's waiting his turn. Let's see if Kyler can put this one in play. 0-2 pitch. There's a line drive base at the left field on one hop. Left fielder picks it up. Richard Gutierrez floats into second base, and he'll be there as Kyler Warren singles to left. Going out to the mound is head coach Roger Ward talking to his pitcher. The first 5 Twins have reached the base, 4 on base hits, and 1 on an error, and 3 have scored. Mitchell Birdsall is waiting for his turn as Ward's out there talking to his pitcher, Sal. And we'll see what's the result of that. He's done. He's coming back in. He's coming back to the dugout. Mitch Birdsall comes into the picture, batting 6th at playing first base tonight. He caught last night. First pitch to him. It's popped up in the right field, coming into the right fielder. He's going to call everybody off and drops the ball. Can't make the play. Here's the throw to second base, and it was over the second baseman's head. Shortstop had to cover it, and everybody's safe. And I'm thinking that's a base hit because I don't think anybody touched it. He might have lost it in the sun. I'm not sure, but he called it, and he took that call kind of away from the center fielder. I thought maybe it was more of a second base center fielder type, but here's Lucart comes in, Braden Lucart. Here's first pitch to him, and it hit him. So I think it hit him. Yes, it did. And that's going to bring in Richard Gutierrez to score. And that leaves the bases open and they're loaded, and everybody moves up 1. Here's Holden Pantier. Bases remain loaded. Nobody out yet. Holden steps in. He's playing second base tonight. First pitch. In there for a strike, fastball. Swing and a miss. Ball on a ball that was probably not a strike. 0-2. Alex Dabrowski is in the hole, is on deck. Inside. 1-2. Stretch from the belt. Here comes the pitch. And it's inside. Ball 2. 2-2. Nobody in the bullpen right now. Of course, it's early. It's real early, matter of fact. It's only the bottom of the first. Here's the stretch from the belt. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. The curveball down in low for ball 3, and it's 3-2. It's kind of reminiscent of the game we played in Great Bend, where I think they scored, 6 in the first against us? Here's the stretch to Pelt. There's a line drive. That's going to be a base hit. It's going to go all the way to the wall. Here's 2 runs that have scored. Here comes Lurkart. He's going to stop at second. It'll be a 2-run double for Holden Pantier. I tell you, this hitting it gets to be contagious. So Birdsall scores. Warren scores. Lukart goes to third. And it's a 2-run double for Holden Pantier. And it's now 6-zip with nobody out. Here's Alex Dabrowski. First pitch high. I think Alex had 3 hits last night at Kingman. Here's the pitch. Fastball. Oh, he balked. There's a balk. Okay. So that brings in Lucart and takes Pantier to third on a balk. Swing and a miss. Or, excuse me, fouled off. Alex Dabrowski steps in. Ground ball, third base. Let's see. They're going to have to hurry to get him, and they got him just by a step. Alex Dabrowski's about 6'4" and runs like a deer. That's the first out of the inning. Here's Tyler Ott batting for the second time this inning. He led off the game for Derby with a base hit to right or to left field and scored. And now it's timeout. Here's the stretch from the belt. Here comes the first pitch to Tyler Ott. Curveball in there for strike one. The Twins have batted around. There's a high hopper. Run's going to score, throw to first, and that's the second out of the inning. An RBI ground out for Tyler Ott. Score that 6-3. And the bases are empty now for Caden Richards. Caden got on an error and scored. It went off the shortstop's glove. Here's the pitch. I don't know if that was a strike. He kind of tried to, he's going to swing, tried to hold up. I don't know if he called him on a strike or if he swung. But regardless, it's strike one. There's a pitch, strike two in there. So 0-2. There's a long drive to left field. You can kiss this one goodbye. It's out of here. Home run for Caden Richards. He's coming out of that slump pretty good. He hit the ball real well last night, and he just yanked one clear out of this field tonight for a solo home run. And that'll bring up Cade Shelton for his second time this inning. Ball two, 2-0. Again, if you want to text me, got something to say, questions to ask, anything goes here as long as it's clean. That's what I always say. Anyway, 316-992-3623. That's 316-992-3623. Counts 2-1 now on Cade Shelton. Here's a stretch from the belt. Here comes the pitch. High fastball, 3-1. Sheldon doubled last time and knocked in a couple runs. And he walks ball four. So that brings up Richard Gutierrez, who singled last time and had an RBI. Richard Gutierrez catching for us, doing a lot more catching here so far this year, and heading back to Cochise Junior College in Douglas, Arizona after the season. There's a ground ball to shortstop. And that's all for the Twins as he force out at shortstop to second. But the Twins, 9 runs in the first, 7 hits, 1 error, and 1 man left on base. So we go to the top of the second inning. The Twins on top, 9-0.
Once again, 764950 on that green ticket, and our 18 years old basic claim that prize at the product table. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your support the Twins by stopping by our concession stand tonight for a cold drink, grilled hot dog, brat, or burger. Refreshing haircuts are always $1. You'll find our concession interns ready with all your ballpark favorites. We want to thank David Spacek with American Family Insurance for sponsoring our hot dog night. Visit their office at 622 North Mulberry Road, Dover, or call them at 316-788-1566.
Got a shout out from the Richards family in Nashville. Congrats, Caton, on that home run. That's a well hit. And we got great day for baseball. Grandpa Ralph watched Kyle's brother Caden pitch a great game to help his team win the championship, and now watching Kyler. This grandpa could not be more proud of these two boys. I understand how you feel, Ralph. It's I've got my grandkids over spending the night tonight. I'm missing out on that, but I guess I'll see them when I get home and see them tomorrow. Okay, coming to the plate for the Great Bend Batcats is Jess Creel, the designated hitter, and he hits first one. Hits hit pretty well right to right field, going back and making the catch on the warning track is Braden Lucart. Here's number 9, Ian George, the catcher tonight. First pitch by Aiden Duggan. Sorry, I just keep saying Dugan. It looks like Dugan, but it's Duggan. I know that too. But forgive me, we'll get better. First pitch, ball 1. There's the windup. Here comes pitch number 2. And there's a line drive into right field. Right center field drops in for a base hit. And that'll be the second base hit of the game for Great Bend. Here's Kyle Walker. If I remember right, Great Bend has a lot of left-handed hitting players, and we're seeing a few here. Here's the third baseman. We're in number 2 left-handed hitter. First pitch, ball 1. Duggan looks in for the pitch, leads away at first base. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. And there for a strike. Runner leads away and throw over to first base, and he's back on his belly, and he's safe. 1 out. We're just in the top of the second. Twins scored 9 in the first. 9-0 is the score right now. Here's the pitch. I guess it was outside. I was waiting for the delayed strike call, and it didn't come. So Twins straight away. Middle infield looking for a possible ground ball double play. Here was the pitch. And it's ball 3. So come on, we're going to have to throw strikes. We don't want to walk these guys. Don't want to get that started. Here's the pitch. There's fouled back, and we go to a full count now. Three-two pitch. Let's see what this runner's doing here. It's not leading away very much. Then he gets off a little more. Duggan looks in here. Here's the pitch. Fastball, ball four. So runners on first and second with two out now. Oh, those base on balls. And it'll bring up Joey Marker, the second baseman, right-handed hitter. Duggan looks in for the sign. He's got it. The runners lead away. Here's the pitch. Outside, ball one. Come on, Aiden. Outside, ball two. You got a 9-run lead. Make him hit. And the fastball's high. Kind of working himself into a little bit of a jam here. We need to throw a couple strikes here. Give our defense a chance to make a play. And 3-0 goes to 3-1. That one is fouled back and goes to 3-2. Three balls, two strikes, one out, runners on first and second. We're just in the top of the second inning. Here comes the full count pitch. There's a line drive to center field coming in as Dabrowski. He's got it, and this is going to be a double play. It is, as the runner from second base took off. He thought that was a base hit, and Dabrowski comes scooting in and made a pretty simple catch on it and a nice little throw to second base, and that's a double play, and we're out of the inning. So no runs on a hit. There was no errors and one man left on base. We go to the bottom of the second inning with the score: the Twins 9, the Batcats nothing. Great Aunt Lori is watching from Dwight, Illinois. Great home run for Caden Richards. That's a shout out there. We got another one. Chris Lovett, our regular public address announcer, is down in Houston watching the stream, saying go Twins. Here's Kyler Warren. Kyler, his first time singled. Here's the stretch from the belt. Here comes the first pitch, and it is strike one. Looked a little outside to me, but then I'm not wearing the blue. Outside, ball one. Kyler Warren, Mitchell Birdsall, and Braden Lukehart will be the first three hitters in the top of the second inning. There's the stretch from the belt. Here comes the pitch. And I don't know, it went behind him. Didn't hit him. Scooted on the ground right behind him and back to the screen. 2-1. Here comes the 2-1 pitch. Ground ball, shortstop. He's up with it. Here's the throw to first and a wild throw, and it goes back to all the way off the wall and comes back. And that'll be an error on the shortstop. That'll be E6.
First baseman number 10, Mitchell Birdsall.
And Kyler Warren's on first base with nobody out. Here's Mitch Birdsall, first baseman tonight. Mitch had dropped in a single in between three fielders in the first inning. Here's the first pitch coming up. Ground ball, second base. Up with it, throws to second for one, and no play to first as he'll take the force. So that'll be a fielder's choice. 4-6.
The right fielder number 21, Braden Lukehart.
So Mitch Birdsall, now there's something going on. I'm not sure what's going on here. Lukehart's stepping in, but Mitch Birdsall's coming off the field. I'm not sure what he's doing. Well, they called him out? What's that? Oh, it's runner's interference because Kyler didn't slide at second base, so that's a double play. I saw he didn't slide, but I didn't see the call. Here's Lukehart's outside. Ball one. 1 ball, 2 strikes. I didn't know what was going on. I was looking at the scorebook and I didn't see I saw him not slide. I thought he just kind of got out of the way, but evidently he did not. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and here comes the pitch. There's a line drive right at the first baseman, and that's all for the Twins in the second inning. No runs, no hits, 1 error, and nobody left on base. After 2, Twins up 9-0.
Therapeutic massage is the systematic healing art of soft tissue manipulation, which brings an impressive range of benefits to your health and overall well-being. Call 316-393-6274 for an appointment or visit stressbusterstm.com.
Got a little help on the pronouncing the name of right fielder for Great Bend. It's Cade Goki. Cade Goki. And I believe Cade Goki will be our leadoff hitter in the top of the third inning. So that's good timing. Thank you for that. Appreciate it. So Goki steps in right fielder. It was his first time at the plate tonight. First pitch, ball one. Looking at the weather here right now, the temperature is a cool 98 degrees with the winds blowing out of the south at 15 miles an hour. It's your Derby weather. Swing and a miss, strike, foul to actually foul tip, 1-1. Here's the windup. Here comes the pitch. High, 2-1. There's a fly ball hit the right, left field, going around to left center. Hauling it in is Tyler Otts. Tyler was right on that ball, took a good beat, a good path to it, and caught it. It was pretty much a left center field, but he didn't have any problem getting over there, and that's out number one. Back to the top of the lineup with Jesse Ponce. First pitch to him in there for a strike. Ponce, the shortstop, he popped up to third base to lead off the game in the first. There's a foul back, and the count goes to 0-2. 9 runs, 7 hits, no errors for the Twins. No runs, 2 hits, 2 errors for Great Bend. And here's your pitch. Curve, call, strike 3, and that's 2 out. Here's Garrett Nunez, left fielder, bounced out to shortstop his first time. Pitch outside, ball 1. Ball 2, a little high. In there for a strike on the inside part of the plate. 2 balls, 1 strike. Didn't miss by much, but he did, and it's 3-1. Or 2-2. Curveball outside. Count goes full. 2 out, top of the third. Here's the windup and the pitch. Ground ball chopped to shortstop. In comes Warren, flips over to first, and that's all for Great Bend in the third inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left. After 2.5 innings, the Twins on top of the Batcats, 9-0. Okay, we're going to go to the bottom of the third inning. And the Twins will send to the plate Holden Pantier, Alex Dabrowski, and Tyler Otts, the 8, 9, and 1 place hitters for the Twins. And we're ready to go. Keeping score tonight on my right-hand side is Harrison Aquero. Harrison came out and pitched in both games in Kingman last night and the night before, and very important. I think he may have picked up a save, I think, in the first one, maybe, and maybe a hold in the second one. I'm not sure about that as far as an official stat, but threw the ball real well and was instrumental in us taking care of business out there. First pitch to Holden Pantier is a ball. Here's the second one, and it's ball 2 low. There's a fly ball to right field. The guy's gonna have to go a long way, and it's over his head. Here comes the run to second base. He's gonna round the second, but he's gonna hold on right there. That would be just a perfectly placed double. And leadoff man on. That's 2 doubles in a row for Holden Pantier. First one to left center, and this one to right field. So he's lead off with a 2-bagger. And here is Alex Dabrowski. He grounded out to third base his last time. Here's the pitch. Outside. Oh, no, strike 1. Looked a little outside, but I guess it wasn't. 0-1. In the dirt, ball 1. 1-1. Summer baseball strike zone is some different than what you see in the springtime in the spring seasons. Here's the 1-1 pitch. It's Alex Dabrowski. Swing and a miss. Come on, Alex, you got to see the baseball. Come on, buddy. Good stick up here. Alex had 3 hits last night. There's the stretch, 1 and 2 on the way. Low ball 2. I don't know whether he's going to call it a strike or not. He just doesn't. His strike calls, the umpire I'm talking about, is pretty much delayed on every pitch. Every strike he calls is not an immediate strike. That's a ball, and it goes to 3-2. Full count. Is it 3-2 or 2-2? We'll see here. Here's the pitch. Ball 4 is 3-2. So the Twins have the first 2 guys on in the bottom of the third inning. Maybe get a little something going. That brings up Tyler Ott. Tyler has grounded out to shortstop and drove in a run and has also singled and scored. First pitch to Tyler. Outside, ball 1. On deck is Caden Richards. Everybody leads the way. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. Low and outside, ball 2. Need to move these base runners. Twins, come on now. Here's the stretch, the 2-0 pitch. Way behind the batter, and past the catcher all the way to the screen, and it goes 3-0. That'll be a wild pitch, and both runners advance. That ball was way behind Tyler Otts. 3-0. There's strike one. Fastball. 9-0. Twins on top. Top of the second. Bottom of the third, excuse me. I just got lulled to sleep. And that's ball four on Tyler Otts. So it's bottom of the third inning. Twins up 9-0. Bases loaded. And Caden Richards. Caden got on an air in the first inning, and also in the first inning hit a solo home run to left field. So he's actually 1 for 2 today. It looks like there's a little action going on in the Great Bend bullpen. Another lefty loosening up out there. I can't see the number from here, but we'll check it out as we keep going. Catcher out to talk to the pitcher, and the umpire saying, no, we're going to play now. He's going to break that meeting up and say that's a charged visit. Okay, in steps Caden Richards. Here's the stretch from the belt. Here comes the first pitch to Caden Richards. Fastball high and outside. Checked the swing, and he said he did go around. It was 1-1. Here's the stretch, and here comes the 1-1 pitch. Reaches out and hits it foul and out of play on the right side, and he's down in the count at 1-2. Nobody out, bases loaded, Twins. Bottom of the third inning. Ball two. 2-2. On deck is Cade Shelton. Here's the pitch. High, ball 3. 3-2. And he walked in a run. So that's all for Cade Richards. He walks to first base and gets an RBI out of that. And out to the mound goes head coach Roger Ward, and he's going to bring in another left-hander from the bullpen. We'll see who this is, and we'll be back in just a minute. It's going to be number 19. Looks like Parker Volsky from Barton County Community College up in Great Bend, Kansas, and is a resident of Shawnee, Kansas, which is in the Kansas City area, one of the suburbs up there. So Volsky will take over for Sal. Got a text from the grandmother Helen Richards in Nashville watching Caden Richards. Saw that home run he hit. It was a nice shot, and he's on base right now. He's on first base, recipient of a bases loaded walk, and the Twins have the bases still loaded with nobody out. The score is now 10-0 in the bottom of the third. Here comes Cade Shelton. He'll be the first one to test Mr. Volsky, and he'll see what Caden can get. Cade is doubled and walked so far, 2 times up. This is his 3rd time, bases loaded. Here's first pitch. Ball 1. Fastball inside, 2-0. On deck is it's Richard Gutierrez. Kyler Warren's in the hole. Nobody out. Bottom of the third, bases loaded. He went to swing at it, and he called it a strike. I don't know if he swung or I don't know if it was a strike, but it looked a little low to me. 2-1 pitch. There's a line drive. That's going to be a base hit. That's going to go all the way to the wall. You're cutting it off on the warning track. 2 runs are in, and with a stand-up double is Cade Shelton, and they got runners on second and third. So 2 more runs score on a double by Cade Shelton. Dabrowski scores, and Tyler Ott score. Going to third base is Caden Warren, and a 2 RBI double, and here's Richard Gutierrez. Here comes the first pitch to Richard. Fouled off and out of play to the right and over toward the parking lot. Here's the pitch. In there for strike 2. So, 12 runs, 9 hits for the Twins, no runs, 2 hits, 2 errors for Great Bend. There's a grounded foul as he was just trying to stay alive on that pitch. Kyler Warren in the on-deck circle. There's the stretch from the belt. Here comes the pitch. High, 1-2. And he struck him out on a curveball that was down and in. Kind of fooled him a little bit, I think. But that's the first time I've seen Richard strike out for a little while. That's his first out. And here comes Kyler Warren with runners on second and third base with 1 out. Need to keep the parade going. He steps in. Here comes the first pitch to Kyler Warren. A curveball outside, ball 1. Here's the stretch, and here comes your pitch. Outside, ball 2. 1 out in the bottom of the third inning. 3 runs in for the Twins this inning. Here's the stretch from the belt. Here comes the pitch. Low ball. 3-0. On deck is Mitchell Birdsall. Strike 1. You know, this is probably pretty hard or I say pretty hard. It's probably difficult on Aiden Duggan. Had a couple long sits here so far in this game early, and it's only the third inning. Lined foul and out of play, and the count's 3-2. Here's the stretch. Your full count pitch. Ball 4. And the bases are loaded. And Mitch Birdsall comes to the plate. Mitch has walked and got on a single. The thing I remember about Mitch, this is not something to remember anybody about really, but last night he hit a foul ball at Kingman that was, I think, 2 light standards high. That was barely foul. It's pretty high. Maybe not 2 light standards here, but it was pretty high. So he steps in with the bases loaded and 1 out. And Volsky, his first pitch to Birdsall, is in there for a strike. Mitch taking the pitch on that. Bases loaded. Richards on second. Richards on third. Sheldon on second. Swing and a miss on a slow curve, and it's 0-2. And Tyler Warren on first. We need to do something here. We need to have a good at bat. Then we're down the count 0-2. And here's the pitch. And he struck him out. 2 strikeouts in a row. Mr. Volsky's finding a little magic here in the middle of the third inning. Here's Braden Lucard. Braden tonight has singled and scored and got on a fielder's choice and then was called out for interference. Well, he was doubled up because of runner's interference at second base. So Volsky is in the wind up in the pitch, and it's below ball 1. If he can get on, it would be Holden Pantier in the on-deck circle. Curveball outside, 2-0. Got some Jayhawk League scores. Hayesville Aviators and Diamond Kings are tied at 2 in the top of the 4th over in Hayesville. And the next pitch is ball 3, 3-0, inside. And that's the only score we got so far. Newton Rebels are at the Dirtbags, and we're here with Great Bend. I guess he called that a strike. I didn't see any motion. Oh, first one was. Well, I'm caught up now. We're 3-1, 2 out. We're still in the bottom of the third inning. Fly ball left field, going back toward the wall, going back. It is off the wall. 1 run's in. Here's 2 runs in. Here comes a 3rd run in. It's going to score, and it's a 3-run double for Braden Lucard. I must have lost that ball. I saw it was going back. I was watching the left fielder. He looked like he was going to camp under it, but he couldn't catch up to it. So that's a 3-run double. Here's Holden Pantier. And a runner on second base for Braden Lucard. And there's a fly ball in the center field. That one's going back, and it's out of here. Home run, Holden Pantier, and I'm running out of room on my score sheet here. That's a 2-run home run for Holden Pantier. Straight away center field. So, Alex Dabrowski steps in. The score after right now, and we're in the bottom of the third, is 17-0. Sounds like it's after the third quarter. Fastball. Ball one. Well, we scored 18 last night in Kingman. Grounded foul into the Twins dugout. And it's 1-1. Alex Dabrowski tonight, he has walked and grounded out to third base. So he's been a little quiet so far. We'll see what happens with him. Here's the pitch. Way outside ball. 2-1, 2 balls and 1 strike. Not sure I've seen this. Maybe I have somewhere, but I don't remember it being like this ever. Outside. Or strike. Boy, that was a delayed call. Looked to be outside. Looked to be over the batter's box. Here's the pitch. That one's a ball. 3-2. Well, there's no one warming up in the Great Bend pit, so Mr. Volsky is being asked to wear one for the team, and he walks Alex Dabrowski. Back to the top of the lineup, fourth at bat for Tyler Ott, and we're only in the third inning. He singled and scored, bounced out to shortstop, and walked and scored. 1 for 2. Ground ball, that's heading to right field. That's a base hit to right field. Coming in as a right fielder to cut it off, and runners will stop at second, and it's first and second with 2 out. Here's Caden Richards enjoying himself a good night tonight. Caden has walked, been on an air, and hit a home run tonight. Fouled back and out of play, and the count is 0-1. Here's the pitch. Ground ball. That one might go to right field, and it does. And they're going to hold up everybody and slow them down and play 1 base at a time. So that's bases loaded. That's a single for Caden Richards, and everybody advances 1 base. Here's Cade Sheldon. Sheldon tonight's he's walked and he has 2 doubles and he's got 4 RBIs on the night so far. 2 out. And here comes the first pitch to Sheldon. In there for a strike. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Actually, is fouled. On the ground off toward the first base dugout. 0-2. 17 runs, 12 hits for the Twins. No runs, 2 hits, 2 errors for Great Bend. We're just in the bottom of the third inning here in Derby. Outside, 1 ball, 2 strikes. And here's a wild pitch, but actually no one's going anywhere, so it just ends up being ball 2. Looks kind of like a ephus pitch. If you don't know what that is, if you're of this generation, that's when they throw a ball that looks like a slow pitch softball pitch. A lob. And goes to 3-2. Richard Gutierrez waiting in the on-deck circle if Cage can get on. And he does get on, ball 4, and another run comes home courtesy of a walk.
Catcher number 15, Richard Gutierrez.
Here's the first pitch to Richard. Ball 1. So far, there's been 5 walks by the Great Bend pitching. They've hit one guy. Here's the pitch. And there for a strike. And it's 1-1. 2 out. We're still in the 3rd inning. Here's the stretch from the belt. Here comes the pitch. Fastball inside. 2-1. Got a little news for you here. We'll get you at the end of the inning. This actually hasn't happened yet, but it may. We hope it will. Swing and a miss on a high fastball, and it's 2 balls and 1 strike. You know, the only problem with a game like this is you get a little anxious as a hitter, and you start swinging at pitches you don't normally swing at, and before long you're in the midst of a slump. Ball 3. 3-2. 2 out. Runners will be moving to the next base on the pitch. Ground ball. Third baseman went right through the wicket. He stopped it, but there's no play. And that will be an error on the third baseman from Great Bend. And that'll be a run scored and no RBI. So that will be Tyson Otts scoring. Tyler Otts. Kyler Warren will be the hitter. As the runners move up, bases remain loaded. Richard Gutierrez on an E5. And we're going to have a little change here. We got a number 15 coming in the ball game. He's going to right field to replace. He's going to replace Goki, the right fielder. And we'll see who he is. Number 15 is Jet Creel, who is the DH, so he's now the right fielder. They lose their DH as number 15 comes in. And he's in right field, and the new pitcher is the right fielder Goki comes in to pitch. And number 15, Jet Creel, who is a DH, is now in right field. Okay, we got it straight now, I think. Getting a little tough on this old guy here when you start doing all that kind of stuff. But we'll make it work. Kyler Warren's coming up now. He's Kyler has, this is his second time batting in the inning. He's struck out his first time this inning, but he's against a right-hander now. Low ball 1, bases are loaded. And the next pitch is in there for a strike. One ball, 1 strike. Outside, ball 2. 2-1. Base hit, fair ball past third baseman. 1 run is in, and we'll stop at third. Now we're going to go. We're going to keep going. I guess he's going to score. And runners on first and second. That ball was hit right, tucked right inside the line down the third baseline. Good call by the umpire. Third baseman wanted to foul ball, but it wasn't foul. So we got now who scored? We have Richard scores and Sheldon scores. And going on second base is Gutierrez and a 2-run single for. There's another base hit by Mitch Birdsall, and they'll stop everybody at third base there. So let's see what we got here now. We got the bases loaded. Gutierrez goes to third. Warren goes to second. He's got a base hit to left and 2 RBI. And Mr. Birdsall goes to first base courtesy of a single, and here is Braden Lukehart. First pitch is a strike, was it? I don't know. I think he called it a strike. I'm not positive though. That's a ball. Twins ahead by 3 touchdowns and 3 extra points. There's a fastball in there. Nope, ball. 2-1. Bases loaded. There's a pop fly. Third baseman drifting out on the grass, gives away to the shortstop, and that's all for the Twins in the third inning. But they scored 11 runs. No, 12 runs. No. Yeah, 12 runs on a bunch of hits, 1 error, and the bases remain loaded. So, after there's a 5, 6, 3. We go to the 4th inning, and I'm running out of scoring sheet here. I will before long. And I don't see any changes yet for the Twins. We got some guys going down to work in the bullpen a little bit. After 3 innings of play, the Twins ahead of the Batcats 21-0. And we'll be back in just a second. Well, there's not a whole lot you can say about a game like this. If you're the winning team or really the losing team, or just, it's baseball and it's hot. And Aiden Duggan begins his 4th inning of work. It probably seems like about his 7th inning. He's been in here a long time. Lights just have been turned on. And leading off for Great Bend will be number 30, Cooper Smith, the first baseman. Cooper's got a hit, one of the 2 hits. As we begin the 4th inning, first pitch ball, or strike 1. There's a fly ball left field, right field going back. This one's going to be out of here. It's a home run by Cooper Smith. And that makes the score 21-1. So that breaks the shutout and brings up Kyler Horseman, the center fielder. First pitch in there for a strike on the outside part of the plate. Ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike. What I was going to mention to you, I'll do here after this half inning. I said I'd do it this last half inning. Just didn't get a chance. Too many numbers go. And there's a fly ball. Hits the left center. That one might be out of here. It is. That's a home run. So that's 2 home runs in a row by the Derby Batcats. By the Great Bend Batcats. So that makes the score 21-2. And here's number 15, Jet Creel, who's in right field right now, I believe. Curveball drops in there for a strike. And pitches in the dirt. You know, I was just thinking if Great Bend would come back and tie this game up, we'd be out here all night. There's a foul back, and the count's 1-2. Fairly good crowd out here tonight for the Heat. There's a base hit that drops into right field. So, Great Bend is putting a little rally of their own together here. And I know Coach Flax is trying to save arms, so he might let this go a little farther. There's the stretch. Nobody out in the pitch. There's a fly ball left field. That one's hit pretty good too. That's going back to the wall, going back, and it's out of here. So, 4 runs with nobody out on 3 home runs and a single. And when pitching coach Andrew Prevy's going to go out there and have a little talk with Aiden Dugan. Aiden could be, I mean, he's been setting an awful lot here in the last few innings, but I know you don't want to pile it on. I mean, we've been playing station to station baseball offensively for the last 2 innings, but you also got to be thinking about what your possible move might be too. So stepping in is now third baseman Kyle Walken.
Third baseman number 2, Kyle Walker.
Kyle Walker he has walked his only time up. And a curveball in there for a strike. Well, you know, as you stay in baseball long enough, you'll see a lot of things that you don't normally see. There's a ball outside, 1-1. Ball 2. Two balls, one strike. We got a little. Looks like it's going to be a little. Somebody's going to start throwing. I don't know who it's going to be. There's the pitch at 3-1. I know they're going to give him a chance to straighten it out and get back and get another inning in here, but there's a ground ball. Making the play is Birdsall over to first, and he can't hold on to the ball. That'll be an error on the pitcher, Duggan, excuse me. As he crossed the base, he had him out, but when he went to squeeze the ball into his glove, it came out. So that'll be an E1. And Joey Marker comes up. He was involved in a double play. Hit the fly ball to center field and doubled the runner off second. So nobody out. Here comes the pitch. And it's low and outside. Ball 1. Runner on first. A little life coming up into the Great Bend dugout. And the pitch. There's a strike in there. And it's 1-1. Ball 2 high. 2-1. No outs. And it's ball 3. So the Twins are trying to bring Derby back into the ball game here. And Derby's cooperating. Maybe it's vice versa. Maybe Great Bend's cooperating. There's a fly ball. This one should be caught in center field. Going back is Dabrowski, and he makes the catch for 1 out. Here's Cade Goki. He's been up once. He's flied out to the left. There's a fastball outside. What I meant to say is Great Bend is trying to get back into the ball game, and the Twins are kind of like handing them a key to get back in the door here. So we'll see what happens here. Outside part of the plate, strike 1. 1-1. 21-4 right now. Top of the 4th inning. There's a fly ball hit the right field. Coming in as Braden Lukehart and makes the play, and that's 2 outs. Here's Jesse Ponce. He struck out looking last time and also has popped up to third base, so he's 0 out of 2. Here's the first pitch. In there for a strike. Curveball drops in, strike 2. Oh, and Ponce didn't like that pitch. I don't know. He's walking away from the plate. He's standing out in the grass, and I know he's not very happy with things right now. Sets back in. I thought the pitch wasn't bad at all. 2 out. Top of the 4th. Runner leads the way at first base. Here's the pitch, and it hit him. You won't like that very well either. Well, not sure Coach Flax likes that very well. So hit by pitch. And here is number 20, Garrett Ninnis, the left fielder. Duggan has thrown 67 pitches before this pitch, and it's high ball one. Here's the pitch. Fouled back and out of play, and the count is 1-1. 4 runs, 6 hits, 3 errors for Great Bend. 21 runs, 14 hits, 1 error for Derby. Outside, 2-1. It looks like Alejandro Venegas is out throwing, I think. I can't really get his number, but it looks kind of like him from a distance. There's a foul off now to play, and the count stays the same at 2-2, and twos are wild on the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Great Bend has scored 4 times here in the top of the 4th. And the pitch. Missed 3-2. I thought that might have been a strike, but there wasn't any arm raised. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Runners will be moving with the pitch. There's a fly ball to right field, right at Braden Lucart, and that's all for Great Bend here in the 4th inning. 4 runs on 3 hits. There was 1 Twins error and 2 men left on base, so we go to the bottom of the 4th. The Twins lead 3 touchdowns to 2 safeties. 21-4. And what I want to tell you is there's a possibility, we don't know this for sure, but we would know it. Keep tuned to the website. There's a possibility we're scheduled to play a doubleheader against these same Great Bend Batcats tomorrow. That's the second game is the makeup game from when we got rained out in the first round at Great Bend. They would be the home team, which is fine. Now here's the catch. We're trying to reschedule that game. We have an off day on Tuesday. We're trying to reschedule that game for Tuesday because tomorrow the forecast is temperatures to be 105 degrees. And Tuesday the temperature is only supposed to be 95 to 98. So I know it might be 10 degrees cooler. That's not really cool, but you know, this excessive heat can't be really good for anybody. And if we can't get the umpires, that's what we're waiting to hear from is the umpires. If we can't get them to agree to it, then we'll have to play it tomorrow night. So we'll see. And I say I can't get them to agree to it. I don't know why they would have any reason not to agree to it, but I got to give them the benefit of the doubt, and I'm waiting to receive notice from them. But that's what we're waiting for right now. We may be playing Tuesday night and off tomorrow night, but right now we're still scheduled for tomorrow night. Here's Holden Pantier, and there's a little ground to the shortstop. He comes up with a throw to first, and he is out by a step at first base. So, nothing doing with Holden Pantier, who already had 3 hits on the night. He's out in the 4th inning. Six to 3. Here's Alex Dabrowski. First pitch to Alex. In there for a strike. 1-0. Alex has walked twice and scored and also grounded out to third base. There's a ground ball at third base, and he can't handle the hop either. That'll be an error on the third baseman. I guess in some of these kind of games, you're afraid that your guys maybe lose focus a little bit and just kind of the edges off of them. But that's an error. That's an E5, and here comes top of the lineup Tyler Otts. So 1 on, 1 out. Tyler Otts. Tyler tonight, he has walked, he has singled, and he has singled twice. First pitch inside. Ball 1. Here's the pitch. There's a fly ball hitting the left field. It's going to be caught, drifting back and onto the warning track and making the catch. It is the great Ben left fielder for the second out, and returning to first is Alex Dabrowski. He gave it a ride, just didn't get it up in the jet stream a little bit. Actually, the jet stream is not even here tonight. So, hit it pretty well, though. Here's Caden Richards. First pitch to Caden. Curveball drops in for a strike. Caden tonight has singled, homered, walked, and been on an air. He's kind of done everything tonight so far. There's a ground ball to second to shortstop. He's up with it, and he'll throw out to first, and that'll be all for the Twins in the fourth inning. No runs, no hits, 1 error, 1 left after 4. Twins up 21-4. Okay, we go to the top of the 5th. Twins are going to have a new pitcher out there. It's going to be Alejandro Venegas.
Now pitching for your Derby Twins, number 30, Alejandro Venegas.
Alejandro so far this season. Let's look up his stats and see what he's been doing. He's been in 8 games, got 10 and 1/3 inning, 8 hits, 5 runs, 4 earned runs, 7 base on balls, 10 strikeouts with a 3.48 ERA. So that's not bad, but too many walks, as is seems like for everybody. But we're ready to go, and that'll bring in to play left-handed hitting first baseman, number 30, Cooper Smith. So let's see what Alejandro has tonight. Ball 1 low. Ground ball at the middle and bounds on into center field for a base hit for Cooper Smith. So the leadoff man on here in the 5th inning for the Great Bend Batcats. Here's Tyler Horseman. He homered last time. And we'll see what happens here. Here's the first pitch. Low, ball 1. On deck is Jet Creel. One 0 pitch on the way. In there for a strike fastball. Sure like to see a double play ball. I haven't seen one of those tonight other than a fly ball, throw them out double play. There's a line drive to right field. That's going to drop in there and go all the way to the wall. Making the play and throwing it into second base is Braden Lukart, but it's second and third with nobody out. So we're maybe in for a game here for a while. That ball is hit right down the line, and Braden Lucart's playing quite a ways off the right field line. So here's number 15, Jet Creel. He singled his last time up. Runner second and third, nobody out. Here's the pitch. There's a long drive. That one's out of here. 3-run home run. That makes it 21-7 after 3 quarters. And I'm telling you, this game isn't over. Third home run of the night for Great Bend. And we better start getting a little serious out there now. I know we're up by 14 runs, but that doesn't make any difference. They score 4-3, 4-3, 4-3. They'll catch us. Here's Ian George. It's not going to help just to throw batting practice to these guys. They can hit. We knew that. They scored, 16 runs on us up in Great Bend. Come on, let's go, Twins. Ball 2. You got to throw strikes. You got to challenge the hitters, and you got to make them want. You got to make them want to hit your pitch, and that's the recipe. And you just got to stick to it. Swing and a miss on a 2-0 pitch, and he was trying to hit one over the fence on that. Nobody out. Top of the 5th. Twins up 21-7. Good thing. Low. 3-1. And he walks him. That is the 4th hitter in a row to reach base. Oh boy. Here's Kyle Walker. In there for a strike. Here's the pitch. And it's a wild pitch. It's over here on the right side over here. Tell him where it's at, guys. Come on. He couldn't find it, and no one was telling him where it was at. And the runner went all the way to third. Now I think he's got to go back to second. Wow. The Twins have just fell asleep. Runner on second base on a wild pitch, 1-1 to count. Ball 2. One ball. Wait a minute. 2-2? Okay. 2-2. There's a stretch from the belt. Here comes the pitch. Ball 3. Three and two.
Oops. KNS flicker.
Nobody out. We're just in the top of the 5th. The Twins are leading 21-7. There goes runner. Go to third. He is out of there. And that's
Second baseman number 13, Joey Barker.
so one out. And runner on first base. And here's the pitch. Ball 1. Swinging and a miss. Strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. One pitch on the way. Curveball. Ball 2. And a throw over to first base. One out, 2 balls, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. And yes, he went around, so it's 2 and 2. Two balls, 2 strikes. I guess it's low, ball 3. 3 and 2. 3-2 pitch. And it's way over everybody's head, ball 4. So, and here comes Coach Flax to the mound. No balls, one strike. Here's a swing and a miss to Goki. It's strike two, 0-2. One out, runners on first and second. We're in the top of the fifth in a slugfest here. The Twins on top of a 21-7 lead. And there's a ground ball to third base foul. And they'll stay 0-2. It's like, the Twins, you kind of run up the score a little bit, and you're not trying to run up the score, but everybody's hitting the baseball and you're scoring, and then you start just playing station to station to kind of be, you don't want to be a bad guy about it, and then all of a sudden they jump on with 7 runs, and you wonder, well, there's a pop fly into short center. Going back is the shortstop Kyler Warren to make the play, and that's 2 down now. And then all of a sudden they've hit 4 home runs, and you say, well, wait a minute here. Here's Jesse Ponce. He was hit by pitches last time. He struck out looking, and he's also popped up to third base. Let's see if we can get this guy out. Ball 1 inside. We don't have anybody in the bullpen loosening right now. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Ball 2. Actually, it's a 2-0, not 1-1. It's 2-0. Well, their pitcher has had a nice rest now, so we'll see what he looks like when he comes back out. 2 balls, no strikes. Ball 3 high and outside. And Alejandro Venegas has not been able to control the strike zone very much, so he's 3-0 right here. And ball 4, the bases loaded. All 3 of these guys are on the walks. So here is Garrett Nunez. He has been out to shortstop a couple times. We'll see if we can get him out. We don't have anyone. I'm not sure what's going on there. Probably want you to pitch, don't they, tonight? Okay. There's a fly ball to right field. Drifting under it is Braden Lucart, and that's finally all for Great Bend in the top of the 5th inning. 3 runs on 3 hits. 3 left. So we go to the bottom of the 5th. The score, Twins 21, Batcats 7. Change right fielders. Number 11. Yeah, leading off is Cade Shelton, I believe, in the top of the 5th. There's a line drive. This is going to be right at the left fielder, and that's out number 1. Here's Richard Gutierrez. The first pitch to Richard. Curveball, ball one. Foul ball. One ball, one strike. Swinging and a miss on a curveball. And the pitch. Down low, 2-2. And outside ball three. 3 balls and 2 strikes, 1 out in the bottom of the 5th. On deck is Kyler Warren. And call strike 3 on a ball that hung over the inside part of the plate. Richard didn't think so, but, I've seen him call worse than that tonight, so. Here's Kyler Warren, 2 out. Bottom of 5. First pitch on the way. Inside, ball 1. Next pitch in there for a strike, fastball. And it's 1 ball, 1 strike. Ball on the outer part, ball 2. 2-1. On deck, if he would get on, is Mitch Birdsall. We do have a little action going on in the Twins pen right now. Curveball outside, 3 balls and 1 strike. And fastball high, ball 4. So, with 2 out, a walk, and here is Mitchell Birdsall playing first base tonight, hitting in the 6th spot. Mitch is actually 2 for 3. His first pitch is outside, ball 1. Swing and fouled back to the screen, and the count is even up at 1-1. So we'll let you know about the situation for tomorrow and Tuesday. If we decide not to play tomorrow and play Tuesday, we will let you know. But right now we just don't know because we're waiting to hear from the umpires. There's a line foul, and that makes it 1 ball, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, and that's all for Birdsall and the Twins. No runs, no hits, no errors, no one left after 5 complete. Twins on top 21-7. And it looks like we're going to have a new pitcher coming in. Okay, we're back here at Panther Field. The Twins have changed pitchers. We got, looks like Kenny Fessler has taken the mound, and batting here is Cooper Smith. First pitch, fouled and out of play on the left side. Smith is homered. Here's the stretch. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. Ground ball, first base. Birdsall gets it over to first base and making a nice play. Oh, he's safe at first. He can't come up with the play. There was a cloud of dust there, and I couldn't see whether he caught. I thought he caught the ball, but he did not catch the ball. That'll be an error. It'd probably be an error on the first baseman, Birdsall. So we're in the 6th inning, and the first pitch to Kyler Horseman is a ball. And there's a pitch on the outside. That's outside ball, too. Two and 0. Outside ball 3. 3 and 0. Kenny's smiling like he thinks those are strikes, but not the way this guy's been calling them. There's strike 1. 3 and 1. Sure could use a double play ball right here. Ball 4. Oh, strike. That was a long delayed call. He called that a strike finally. The batter looked like he was going to drop his bat and go to first base, and all of a sudden he shot his arm up there. So 3 and 2. Popped up into shallow left field. Coming on is Tyler Otts. He makes the play, and there's one down. Here's Creel, left-handed hitter. First pitch in there for a strike. Nope, ball 1 outside. I thought he was going to ring him up. It looked like a strike from where I was sitting. But no, sir. 1 and 0. Here's the stretch from the belt. Here comes the pitch. He called that one a strike. I don't know, maybe because he swung. I'm not sure. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Lined foul and out of play. And it's 1 and 2. Jet Creel tonight he's homered, and he's got a base hit, and he got 3 hits on the night. 7 runs, 8 hits, 4 errors for Great Bend. 21 runs, 14 hits, 2 errors for the Twins. 1 ball, 2 strikes. There's a fly ball lifted to right field, going back and coming over right on the line is Braden Lukehart to make the play. Nice route to the ball. He's playing not very close to the line. Had a long run for it, but he got under it in plenty of time. It was right on the line. So that's 2 out. Number 11's up. First pitch in there for a strike. Tyler There's a pitch, fouled back and out of play. The count's 0-2. Here's the stretch from the belt. Here comes the pitch. Ground ball, a foul at home plate. And it's 0-2. Game slowed down quite a bit from what it was in the first few innings. Runner on first, 2 out. 0-2 the count. Stretch from the belt. Here comes Fissler's pitch. Ground ball, second base. On it. Oh, bounced over his head. And that's a base hit. Well, you know, you just kind of thought that was going to hop right to Holden Pantier. And it just took one bounce right over the top of his head. Now, so that's a base hit, unfortunately. And runners at first and third, and 2 out. Here's Kyle Walken, third baseman. There's a line drive right at Caden Richards, who makes the play. Had to go to his left a little bit, but was right at him. So no runs, a couple hits, no errors, 2 left. After 5.5 innings of play, the Twins up 21-7. Cade Goki comes for his second inning of relief, I believe. As we go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Leading off for the Twins in the bottom of the 6th inning is Braden Lukart. Braden's got 1 hit and 3 times up as you get here to pop up on the outside foul territory. Going over is the third baseman and shortstop, and neither one of them can make the play. So new life for Braden in the 6th inning. If the Twins can hold the Batcats in the 7th, it'll be a run rule. But that's a big if right now. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. And that's all. That's 2 strikes. I think Lukart looked like he thought it was 3 strikes. He was walking halfway to the dugout and decided that, well, it's only 2. So anyway, he steps back in. Here's the pitch. There's a line drive right at the center fielder, who makes the play in medium depth center field. So that's a fly out to center field for the first out, and here comes Holden Pantier. He's had quite a night. Holden has at the plate. He got a double, 2 doubles, and a home run. First pitch in there for a strike. Curveball. Outside, ball one. So pay close attention to the website. We'll know as soon as we find out from the umpires whether we can do this or not. There's a fly ball to center field going back as the center fielder. He's got room and makes the catch for the second out. Holden got under that one a little bit and couldn't get the meat of the bat on it. So that's just fly out to the left fielder, and that's 2 outs. Here's Alex Dabrowski. He has walked twice, been on an error, and bounced out. First pitch, and he just got hit in the backside, and he's all right. He may get to first base. And back to the top of the lineup, and Tyler Otts. I'd like to see Tyler just get behind one right now. Here's the stretch, and here comes the first pitch to Tyler Otts, and it's outside, ball one. A little action in the bullpen for the Twins. I don't know if they'll give Fissler another inning out there or they'll bring someone else in. Remains to be seen. Swing and a miss on a fastball. 1-1. Twins haven't scored since the third inning, so that's this will be their third scoreless inning if they don't get something on the board here. There's a foul ball out to onto the street behind third base and out of play. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. High. 2-2. And a pitch. High, ball 3. 3-2. Runner will be going. Here comes the pitch. Popped up foul. This one will drift out of play also, and we'll do this all over again. Three-two. There's a fly ball to right center going over as the right center fielder makes the play, and that's all for the Twins. In the 6th inning, no runs, no hits, no errors, 1 left on a hit by pitch, and a fly out to center field ends it in the 6th. So we'll go back out, and going out to second base is, looks like we got a new second baseman. Is that Gronk? Gronk, or that's what I meant, Gronk. And we got moving from third to shortstop is Caden Richards. And moving from second to third is Holden Pantier. And your new pitcher is Kyler Wilson. Kyler hasn't thrown much this summer. He's been too busy at shortstop. We need him out there too. But let's see if he's got what kind of numbers he's got. Kyler Warren has not pitched this summer yet. This is his first time. Doesn't have any stats in the books here, so it doesn't show that he's pitched yet. Kyler is from Alma College. We had a kid from Alma College. It's been a number of years back, maybe 4 or 5 years back, by the name of Jarrett Coyne, really good ball player. Jarrett played for the Twins. The year he played for the Twins, late in the summer, he played all 9 positions in one game. And did well. So Kyler Warren comes in to pitch. Caden Richards moves to second base. No, I'm sorry. Caleb Richards moves to shortstop. And Holden Pantier moves to third base. And Alex Ronk enters the game at second base. Here's the first pitch. Ball one. Joey Marker is batting. He's walked, flied out, and been out on a double play. Flied out twice, actually. 2 balls, no strikes. As Kyler Warren's looking to find his first strike of the evening. If the Twins can hold on here, this would be the ball game if we can get them out without scoring 5 runs this inning. There's a ground ball, foul, down third base. That seems to be like shouldn't be any problem, but with the way things have been going tonight, who knows? Wind has picked up a little bit, probably blowing out about 20 miles an hour now to left field. Here's the pitch. Strike one. Boy, I tell you, this guy just doesn't have any kind of a signal. He waits until he's going to wait and make you sit on your hands a little bit on these pitches. 2-2. Ball 3. 3 balls and 2 strikes. And he struck him out. So that's 1 out here in the 7th. Here's Cade Goki. There's a base hit to left field. And that'll go back to the top of the lineup. Jesse Ponce, the shortstop. Fouled back. There's a ground ball to second base. Up with his Ronk over to first, and that's 2 outs. The runner goes to second. So that'll score that 4-3, and that'll bring up Garrett Nunes. Foul at home plate, kind of got Rich there. He'll be all right. Here's the pitch. Outside ball. Stretch from the belt. Here comes the pitch. Outside ball. Two and one. Hey, can you get Sandy to the press box? Pitch. 3-2. Cooper Smith, the hitter right now. And they walked him, ball 4. So the Twins still want to make this exciting. Here is Cooper Smith stepping in. He was on deck there. So Cooper has he's homered tonight. So he's got runners on first and second. There's the stretch from the belt. Here comes the pitch. There's fouled off and out of play. 1-1. Twins trying to shut this down right now. If they can get this out, it's the ball game. I need Sandy. Ground ball. Fouled. Pop flies. It's foul. It's going to be out of play. Guys running for it. 2-2. Steps in. And we'll look at it again. 2-2 pitch. And that's the ball game. As he strikes out, the Twins win it. Final score 21-7. Derby Twins will be back. We should know here momentarily on this game for tomorrow night whether we're going to go tomorrow night or Tuesday night. We're waiting to hear from the umpires. That's what I was on. So I'll be back tomorrow. It's probably going to be Tuesday, I think, but we got to check everything out and make sure, dot all of our I's and cross all of our T's. So if you will be patient with us, we'll get this settled here pretty quickly. So, but good night for tonight. Check our website, www.derbytwins.com, and we'll have information on there. Thank you. Good night. I need to talk to you, please.